All right, let's get right into it. The mission parameters, they were crystal clear. The objective, absolute. For the Global Defense Force, this whole thing was supposed to be just another Tuesday. And this was their mantra, their guiding principle, championed by none other than their top gun, Major Eva Rostova. You have to understand, in the war against the Titans, there was absolutely no room for negotiation, no gray areas. It was just us versus them. Simple as that. The plan was always brutally simple. Step 1, identify the threat. Step 2, intercept. Step 3, eliminate. And with a high-speed target screaming towards a city packed with millions of people, the GDF was pretty much the only thing standing in its way. And here is that target. Designation Quake-Wing. A Terran Titan, one of those geologic behemoths that literally clawed its way out of the Earth's crust. But to the GDF, it was just another name on a very long kill list.
Mach 3. We're talking 3 times the speed of sound. That is how fast this thing was barreling towards Hong Kong. The threat wasn't some far-off idea. We're talking seconds away from becoming an absolute catastrophe. Interception wasn't just an option. It was a desperate last-ditch necessity.
And then, just like that, in a single chaotic moment, the entire mission just shattered. The rulebook was torn to shreds. What was supposed to be a straightforward hunt to protect a city, well, it became a desperate fight for survival. Out of nowhere, a second threat erupts right from Victoria Harbor. This time, not a Terran, but an abyssal swarm, the Krak-Os. A whole tide of creatures from the deep, swarming the skyscrapers, completely overwhelming the city's defenses. So now the GDF wasn't just facing one monster anymore. They were trapped right between 2 of them. In the middle of all that chaos, GDF analyst Dr. Kenji Tanaka spotted something impossible. Quake-Wing's trajectory, it wasn't actually aimed at the city. It was aimed directly at the swarm. I mean, think about that. A single observation that changed absolutely everything. Their target wasn't an aggressor. It was a defender. So you can imagine, this created a tactical nightmare for Major Rostova. Her entire career, every bit of her training was screaming at her to engage both threats. But the data, the reality literally unfolding right in front of her, was pointing to something completely unthinkable. So what does she do? Follow the book and probably doom the city to get caught in the crossfire? Or does she make a battlefield call that goes against every single GDF regulation and actually ally with one monster to fight another? Rostova made the choice. She ordered her team to open fire, not on Quake-Wing, but on the Krak-Os swarm. And in that one moment, for the first time in history, the GDF provided fire support for a Titan. It was an act that would redefine their role in this war forever. You see, before Hong Kong, the GDF mission was simple: extermination. After, it became, well, something else entirely. Arbitration, maybe? Diplomacy? Their black and white world was shattered, and it was replaced by this infinitely more complex and, frankly, terrifying shade of gray. As Quake-Wing drove the last of the swarm back into the sea and then just flew away, the GDF was left with the aftershock. Yeah, they'd saved the city, but they'd also kicked open the door to a brand new reality. One where maybe they weren't just soldiers anymore, but unwilling referees in a war far older and way bigger than their own. Which, of course, leaves us with the exact same question the GDF has been asking itself ever since that fateful day. When monsters fight monsters, who are we really fighting for?